Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
When you talk about this Seahawk defense,
they've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Devin Witherspoon takes him down defensively. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Well, they'll come up 2nd and 7. A first carry for Elijah Mitchell.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
Well, there was a trust factor in that call, turning and handing it to the big man in the backfield, trying to pick up the first down. But how about the defense? They were ready for him, and they were able to stop him.
Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. In motion left is Beckham. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7.
Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle. 2nd and 9.
Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
On play action, they'll throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Still going inside the 20.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
DK Metcalf.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. Tua sets up to pass it. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey.
46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. This 2nd and 4.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Movement there on the offensive line. A little quick and a 5-yard penalty.
No, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. On the option left, here's Tua.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners have got it back to within a score. Moody good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Odell Beckham Jr. with a diving grab. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't.
Smith and Jigba with a grab.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He completes it to Beckham. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
They'll throw now on the final play. Flushed out right.
He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
A great play there as time expires in the first half.
And the Seahawks would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Now Myers for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has a real priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
13 yards there and a Niner first. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
That was well defended right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds him and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Trey Brown. Down the right sideline.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a call.
Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it.
First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he's got Smith and Jigba.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
2nd and 9 now.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
They'll set up to throw.
That is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now this is going to be a quarterback draw.
Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. The first catch of the game for George Kittle.
And Kittle going to have a 49ers 1st down as the tackle made down at the 33.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Off of play action, Tagovailoa.
Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington.
2nd and 6.
A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go with McCaffrey.
And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Now Tua. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
70 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a 1st down. Ayuk going to go in motion right. They'll run with Mitchell.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Elijah Mitchell, his 1st rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers get a bit closer.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
And they go with McCaffrey.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Walker has it. And he gets it down to the 32. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
Jackson Smith and Jigba, the one he was after there.
And it's third down.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. He'll drop to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Now a throw here, hauled in. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
46 to Mike, 46.
Back to throw now on first down. That is caught inside the 5.
And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Let's go. Black 40. Check Black 46. I got him. Check 9.
Walker is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for it. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
Buying time to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. But look at the lead. Look at the deficit. Trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Purdy to throw it on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. On first and goal, they'll try the option left. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Tua going to try and run. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Niners are able to cut into that deficit. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2. The Tua going to try and throw for it. And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Looking to pass. Tua. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey.
Down the sideline he goes. Trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.
So for the Seahawks, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.